Auntie, the principal.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
How are you, Jeff?
I'm well, thanks.
Hello. Good to see you, Lucy.
I would now call on the Honorary Michael Kirby, former High Court Judge, to address the Assembly about the importance of a keeping place and to tell the story of how we arrived at where we are today.
I too want to acknowledge the original owners and the custodians of the land. I used to be a judge. I was a very hard judge, and I put lots of people in prison, especially naughty children. And I used to sit up on the bench. I was very, very high, and everybody had to look up to me. And now I'm just retired, so I'm coming down to be with the children, which is the best place to be. And I went to a public school. We've all got to support public education. We've got to support public schools. More money for public education. I remember when I was your age, I had a teacher, her name was Miss Pontifex. And I had another teacher, her name was Mrs. C. And I had a wonderful teacher, Mr. Casper, who taught me do not smoke. He was ahead of his time. He taught me do not smoke, and I hope no one here will ever smoke. You promise me you won't smoke? That's all right, I'll come back, and if you do. But I'm here today to talk about the keeping place. On the stage is Gordon Syron, who's on the right there. Gordon is a very, very good artist. And when I went to London, I took one of his paintings to the Queen, and I gave it at Buckingham Palace to Her Majesty the Queen because she's very interested in the art of the Aboriginal people. And Gordon did a very, very interesting painting, and maybe you will see it, which had the first fleet of Governor Phillip and the people from England coming through the heads just close to here, and the Aboriginal people who saw them coming out at them. And it's all in his painting. And he has gathered together with his wife, Elaine, who is here today, the two of them, 3,000 paintings. 3,000. And unfortunately, there's nowhere to keep them. And so the Gordon and the people who support him and having these wonderful paintings from the original people of Australia tried to get some money from the very rich. We went to Gina and we asked her to look into her pocket because she's got a lot of money and she only had $1. And so we couldn't ask her for any more money. And we asked everybody, all those richies, you know, the ones who got millions. We asked them to put some money in so that we could get a place where Aussies and tourists could see the paintings. I mean, is that a good idea so that you can come and see it like an art gallery or a museum? It's a good idea, isn't it? So, then we tried to find other ways. We went to the government, and you won't believe this, but the government said, we've got no money. We've looked in our pockets, we've looked in our treasure can, we can't find anything. It's terrible, we can't give Gordon any dough. And so we've got an idea. And the idea is, if we can't get it from the millionaires, and we can't get it from the government, we're going to get it from the people of Australia and the school children of Australia, to give a little teeny weeny bit. Yes, we're not asking for a lot of money, just a little teeny bit that different schools will buy the paintings for a time and have them in their schools, and then we will get that done all over Sydney and all over Australia, and that way we will keep them until in due course of time Gina dips into a pocket and the government dips into its pocket and we get a proper keeping place for these 3,000. Now this is what I call people power. People power in action. And so this is the idea, and it has the support of your wonderful school, Miss Clemens, and all of the teachers. We've got to keep the treasure of the Aboriginal people. We've got to keep it and ultimately put it in a museum in a proper keeping place so that they can, future generations, kids in the future, can come. And if this is what Miss Pontifex would have wanted me to say to you today, and if I hadn't said it, I would have been put in the corner and I would have had a letter sent home to my dad and mum. So this is why this is something historical. It's never been done at any other school, it's never been done any other place. You are the first to get it. This is breaking news. You are getting it first, and the idea is that all of us, as Aussies together, Aboriginal Australians and Anglo-Australians and people who come later, all of us together to keep the heritage of our country. So that's the idea, and I think it's a great idea, and I think we should all give Gordon, our painter, a big round of applause.